Hello, hello, Gemini. Welcome to Helena's Tarot. We're going to pull some cards and see what messages does the new moon in Capricorn have for you at this time. You can listen for all Gemini placements, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, as well as Jupiter and North Node. We're going to jump right into these messages here. Spirit, what can you tell me for Gemini during this new moon in Capricorn? What does the new moon in Capricorn have in store for my Gemini placement, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? What does the new moon have in store for my Gemini placements? I'm gonna just start off with like a card or two and go from there. All right, Six of Cups in the reverse. So you can definitely be getting over some old memories. Now, these could be childhood memories. These could just be really any kind of memories. Usually the Six of Cups is associated specifically with childhood memories or childhood friends, but some kind of nostalgia that you may have been experiencing in recent times or may possibly even just like a couple months ago. That nostalgia is going to come to an end. Now, I don't know what this nostalgia was about. There may have been a period recently where you could have been feeling like reminiscing on the quote unquote good old days, so to speak. Like, oh, the good old days when I was a kid or a teenager and I didn't have to pay rent or pay for my groceries or X, Y, and Z. I mean, everybody's childhood is different, obviously, but this is a sense of getting out of nostalgia. Maybe you were feeling nostalgic, but now you're like over it. You could also be letting go of old memories as well. Or to an extreme sense, you may be unable to let go of memories, even if they were good memories, like something about either letting go of old memories or possibly not being able to move on from old memories. Maybe somebody here is like clinging on way too hard to the past. This is going to resonate different for everybody, obviously, but this is either one person may experience what the first message, what I just said, letting go of the past, letting go of memories, getting over nostalgia, where there could be another one of you that is the opposite. Maybe you're too hung up on the past right now, too hung up on childhood memories. We're going to pull some more cards. Spirit, why the Six of Cups reverse for Gemini? Why the Six of Cups reversed for Gemini? Please and thank you. Why the Six of Cups reversed? Damn, Five of Wands in the, or no, not five, I'm sorry, Eight of Wands. I'm just blind. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Maybe this is telling me that somebody may be lingering on to something, or somebody may be lingering in your energy. Also, there may be some kind of process going on in your life right now that may be slow. There may be some kind of pause that's going on, or somebody may be feeling very impatient about a certain situation or person, but they're not able to get through to something or somebody. There's like some kind of resistance or like a huge pause here. Somebody could have been feeling really impatient in the past or maybe even recently, but somebody could possibly be gaining even more patience revolving a situation. Now, I don't know what this is exactly, but maybe people from your past, if you're still connected to any kind of childhood friends or people who have been in your life for like years and years and years, maybe reaching some kind of patience with them revolving a certain situation. I don't know who that could resonate with. I'm going to pull another card here. Spirit, what else can you tell me about the messages for Gemini during this new moon in Capricorn? What other messages do we have for my Gemini placements? Spirit, thank you. What other messages do we have for my Gemini placements during this new moon in Capricorn? Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm doing that way too loud. The Lovers. All right, now, all right, I'm getting right off the bat. You're very nostalgic about somebody from your past. Now, I don't know if you're still involved with them or maybe you're in a no contact situation right now, but right off the bat, this is giving me that somebody's not able to let go of somebody from their past. You still may be feeling very emotionally connected to somebody, whether they're in your life right now or not. Um, you could have known this person since your childhood, possibly, or vice versa. Another way I'm taking this message is somebody that you've known for a very long time, once again, possibly from your childhood, but doesn't have to be. Maybe you are deciding to finally let this person go in a sense. Maybe at this time you're acquiring a lot more patience and understanding from somebody from your past, whether you're deciding to let them go or not. Maybe there's some kind of lesson or karmic cycle here that has come to an end recently, and I feel like you finally accepted that and you're either moving on from it. That could resonate for somebody, or the vice versa. You may not be able to move on from somebody from your past here. You could also be starting to feel very impatient with somebody or a particular situation, possibly a past lover. I'm getting a lover, like possibly like a high school sweetheart. I don't know why I'm picking up that for some of you. Some kind of like high school sweetheart, or if you're older, maybe even like a college sweetheart. I don't know. Somebody from your past that you've known for a while. I'm gonna pull up some other cards. What else do we have for Gemini during this new moon in Capricorn, Spirit? What energy can Gemini work with? What energy will Gemini be experiencing during this new moon in Capricorn? Spirit, please and thank you. Oh, I just had a card. I don't think you saw it come out. It like slid, it snuck right out of there. All right, Six of Wands in the reverse. There's definitely some kind of victory or success that you did not accumulate with somebody or something from your past. There's some kind of event or situation from your past that was not very victorious. It was not successful. You did not get the recognition that you were hoping for. Now, for some of you, I'm picking up on this could be one of your parents. You may have felt at one time like either one or both of your parents may have neglected you in some way, and somebody here didn't really recognize you. They didn't recognize your needs. They didn't give you the attention that you really needed as a child. Some kind of neglection is here. That could maybe just resonate for one or two people, but some kind of recognition or some kind of victory or success you were not able to achieve in the past because of some kind of neglection or some kind of disconnect from a family member or possible multiple family members. And with the Eight of Wands being here in the reverse, that's signifying you may be feeling like defeated in some way in this moment, or with this new moon coming up in the next few weeks, you may be hit really hard with nostalgia, where you may suddenly start to reflect on old situations or memories from your past. Definitely could be your childhood that may kind of creep up on you at this time. You may feel a little not gonna lie, you may feel a little down possibly in the next few weeks because these memories from your past could resurface for you. Or on a more positive message, this could be for somebody else. You may be getting over that. Maybe in the past, recently, you may have been dealing with a lot of negative nostalgic feelings regarding your childhood or a certain family dynamic or another relationship you have with another person. Like I said, it could be an ex-lover, a childhood friend or sweetheart, maybe a college sweetheart. You could have been really, you could have been really, you could have been feeling really lost and kind of sad over somebody or a certain situation of your past. Definitely a situation that was not able to reach its full potential. You did not see any victory or success in that situation. You felt very unvictorious, to say the least. But on a positive note, you could be coming out of that. You could be finally healing from that as well. You could be healing from a past disappointment or loss in some way. I don't mean loss as like a actual like losing somebody. I mean loss in like some kind of like maybe in a situation where you were trying to like win your parents' approval or attention, you feel like you didn't really get that. Like I said, a victory not being won here, or some kind of fulfillment. You may be coming out of that with the Six of Cups reverse, and you may be finally letting it go and putting it to bed. What else do we have for my Gemini spirit for the new moon in Capricorn? What else can my Geminis be expecting in the next couple of weeks? New moon in Capricorn. What else can my Gemini placements expect in the next few weeks following the new moon in Capricorn? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, definitely some financial abundance coming your way. You may have had to work really, really, really hard at something recently that you didn't feel like you were getting the fruits of your labor, or possible failure. But Ten of Pentacles, you're hitting the jackpot. Whatever hard work you've been putting into a certain place, situation, or thing, especially if it's regarding any kind of finances, you are definitely going to be feeling victorious here. You're going to have your money coming in, possible new financial and or business opportunities. With the lovers being here, you could also be coming into a collaboration with somebody soon, or you may be meeting somebody. You may be meeting a new partner who is very, very abundant at this time. Could if you're looking for this isn't going to be for everybody, but if you're looking for like a sugar daddy or sugar mama, this may be the time. You may be meeting somebody who either has money or is just very abundant in one way or another, and they may really care about you and they may want to share that abundance with you. But if this has nothing to do with another person, if you're single and you're like, screw love and relationships, screw men or whatever, then you're going to accumulate this abundance for yourself. Ten of Pentacles is like almost the richest pentacle card. It's not the King of Pentacles, but it's definitely a successful card, especially if you're trying to get more money or find more financial success in an area of your life. This is a very positive card to get. So I'm going to pull another card for you. What else can my Gemini placements expect with the new morning? God, I hope none of you are mourning somebody. If so, I am very, very sorry. My condolences to you. What else for the new moon in Capricorn for my Gemini placement spirit? Please and thank you. What else can my Gemini placements expect during this new moon in Capricorn? Four of Pentacles. I'm going to pull this up closer here so you can see it. Definitely be very careful of your resources. As you can see in this card, he is like hiding away his coins. Maybe you could also be saving money at this time. If you do come into a huge accumulation of money or finances, or you're expanding in some way. Oh, sorry, this is blurry and you can't even see it. If you're coming into new abundance or finances soon and you're accumulating more money, you may be able to start saving money at this time, or you need to guard and watch your money. You may either need to start strategizing and saving more, or you may need to literally like have a separate, how do I explain this? Have separate assets, so you're not sharing your money in any way, or nobody can get to your money. I don't know if you like share a business. I don't know if you share some kind of financial account with somebody. I don't know if you like share a bank account with somebody. um, just be very mindful of your finances. Try to save as much as you can. If you're able to save during this time, especially in the next couple of weeks, I would definitely advise saving your money. um, so far, this is looking really good on the financial end. I'm going to be pulling like just a couple more cards before I wrap up this reading, but heavy nostalgic energy that I'm picking up because of, like I said, some kind of victory or success that you were not meeting in the past, some kind of possibly even a betrayal of some sort. I don't know if you've had a family member in the past betray you, or somebody who was very close to you. You may have had like a childhood friend that you thought it was like your ride or die, and they may have betrayed you in the past or possibly recently. But I definitely see you coming out of like the grudges and holding on to that nostalgia. I definitely see you coming out of that and letting it go, finally putting it to bed. Um, Also, I know I mentioned this already, but be on the lookout for new people you may be meeting at this time. It's very possible you could be meeting somebody who is very abundant, possibly has a lot of money. Like I said, I know not everybody is looking for that in a relationship, but hey, if you don't want a partner right now that's broke, or if you're tired of dealing with brokies, definitely be on the lookout for somebody with a lot more money coming into your life. They could possibly also help you save money as well. Just be careful that you don't isolate yourself too much at this time. I'm also picking up on somebody, this may resonate for maybe only like one or two people, but you may just be all about your money right now, in a sense where yes, you are becoming a lot more financially abundant, 10 of Pentacles, making more money, expanding your money. However, be careful you don't isolate yourself too much from people. um It's possible somebody could be a little bit stingy at this time as well. Now, I don't know if this is you or another person. I feel like, yes, I just told you to save your coins. Definitely try to save money at this time. But if somebody you know, if you're on like good terms with somebody and you have a really special connection with somebody, try not to be too greedy at this time. If they need any kind of help, and like especially financially, if you do come across a large sum of money or coming out of a lot of financial stagnancy, I don't know, like let's just say if you are able to help somebody at this time, especially if it's somebody that you care about and you know that they need help, try not to be too stingy with your money. There may be somebody that like I said, this may only resonate for like one person out there, but somebody you know and really care about, the lovers, could possibly be a partner if you're already in a relationship with somebody. Somebody may also need some kind of financial assistance at this time. um, so watch out for isolating yourself or being too greedy or stingy with your money. But at the same time, like I said, 10 of Pentacles, try to try to just be very try to have a balance in your finances. Obviously, if you have a lot of money coming in and you've been like broke recently or struggling financially, I think now is definitely the time to, maybe you'll have a new opportunity to save up some money. It's going to be different for everybody, but overall, a very good financial abundance coming your way, especially if that's life. Ugh, I can't talk. Especially if that area of your life has been feeling very stagnant. I definitely see you coming out of financial stagnancy. I'm going to pull like a couple more cards here. Spirit, what else do we have for my Gemini placements? What else can you tell me for my Gemini placements next couple of weeks following the new moon in Capricorn? What other messages, Spirit, do you have for my Gemini placements following this new moon in Capricorn? Please and thank you. Sheesh, I feel like every wand gonna be in reversal here? Sorry, I'm gonna move these over just a little bit more so you can see these super cute cards. Some kind of miscommunication. This could possibly be about money, with these pentacles being here, or pentacle energy coming into play. You could also definitely be dealing with, in terms of zodiac signs, right now I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be very significant. You may be dealing with another Gemini here as well. And also, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are very significant here. So somebody you may be dealing with or possibly meeting in the next couple of weeks. Heavy Earth and Fire. They could have like a prominent Earth or Fire placement in their big three, or you could be dealing with another Gemini, like I said. Some kind of Two of Wands in the reverse. You're going to be dealing with some kind of communication issues, possibly a huge disagreement as well. I feel like it could be regarding money. Um, if you have to share some kind of money with somebody, you guys may be disagreeing about which portion of the finances is going to go to who. Like if you guys have to split on something, maybe you guys are like splitting on a bill or payment. Something where resources have to be shared at this time, or a decision needs to be made regarding some resources here. There could be possibly a little disagreement. Somebody here, two people here, or you guys are, it's also possible you may be avoiding a discussion with somebody about money. I don't know who this could be for. I don't know if you're in a partnership or some kind of business partnership, any kind of relationship. I'm picking up more romantic energy here with the lovers. I feel like you may be avoiding some kind of financial discussion with a lover right now or a partner. I hope this isn't the case. Somebody, I feel like I'm channeling somebody who you may be coming into a large abundance of money soon, but somebody here wants to be like secretive about it. They don't want to discuss it. Once again, if you have like joint resources with somebody, like if you're in a committed relationship and you guys share finances, try not to be like, going back to not being too stingy. I don't know, like, I don't know if you were to tell somebody that you've come into a large sum of money, you got a raise, promotion, bonus, more hours, whatever it is, or maybe just an overall like better paying job. However your finances are coming towards you, if you do see a huge flow and expansion in that, I don't know if somebody here was gonna like expect you to give them money. Maybe you're avoiding telling somebody about your finances because they're gonna want a little slight, they're gonna want a little like portion of that. But that doesn't have to be for everybody. That could be for somebody very specific. Let's see. Also, one more message regarding that. I feel like somebody may not be taking into consideration about somebody else's what somebody else is going through or somebody else's situation. I'm picking up here that somebody may be kind of ignorant to somebody's needs at this time. Somebody may be a little bit stubborn, not being able to see the fuller picture in terms of like a conversation or discussion coming up. Overall, there's definitely going to be some communication blockages with a particular person. I'm going to pull another card and I'm going to give you the zodiacs again, even though I think I may not have to repeat the zodiacs. We'll see what the last card is, but spirits, what's this last final message for Gemini during the new moon in Capricorn? What else can you tell me about Gemini's energy? What's coming towards Gemini regarding this new moon in Capricorn? Please and thank you. What else? What other messages do you have for us today? What other messages do you have for Gemini today, Spirit? Nine of Swords reverse. Coming out of a disagreement with somebody, if you have already been disagreeing or avoiding communication, possibly because of a lot of anxiety and overthinking, sleepless nights, excessive worry, you're going to be coming out of that. Either you or somebody else is coming out of excessive worry and or stagnation revolving overthinking, negative thinking. You guys are coming out of that and you guys will be coming into an agreement with something or someone. I feel like the communication blockages may be, you may not have those blockages in the next few weeks. Maybe somebody is finally going to speak up about something that at one point it could have been really stressing them out mentally, like somebody overthinking a situation. I feel like somebody may be finally discussing something with you, hopefully. Um, Yeah, the overall messages I'm picking up in the next couple of weeks, I feel like you're definitely gonna, like I said, you're a lot of abundance coming in for your finances, a possible relationship or significant person that you're going to be meeting as well. However, I would really try to let go of past resentments. The first card that I drew out was the Six of Cups in reverse, so that's actually a good sign that maybe you are coming out of nostalgia. But if you've been feeling like you're holding on to something from the past, maybe some disappointing memories, possibly from your childhood, um, try not to be too resentful at this time. I know it can be hard, but try to seek forgiveness within a certain dynamic with somebody, possibly a childhood friend or family member, or just any kind of significant relationship you have with somebody that there may be a lot of blockages with you and this person right now. Try your best to like see and understand their point of view or what they're going through, even if you don't agree with it. I would I would definitely, I would advise to not be not be too resentful at this time. I would also try to practice some patience as well. I don't know who that message is for, but I'm picking up on somebody needs to practice more patience. Patience is going to be required in a situation here. Let's see, what other messages am I getting? Yeah, I feel like I'm picking up that somebody's dealing with a partnership here, either a partnership that you're already involved in where, like I said, there may have been blocked communication for a little bit, or avoidance discussing a certain topic or situation. But I'm sensing that something really relevant about either your partnership or a new partnership coming into your life in the next couple of weeks. All right, the zodiac signs I already read these, but we have heavy fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag energy. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but dominantly Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or maybe I know these messages are for Gemini placements. Maybe you might have a Gemini stellium in your chart, or somebody listening may have a Gemini stellium, but that doesn't always have to resonate. But yeah, Gemini, I see a lot of financial abundance coming to you soon. Just like I said, be careful not to be too stingy, or the opposite. Be careful that you're not spending too much. Try to work on saving if you can. Save for a rainy day. Overall, this isn't not the worst reading. It's I'd say it's more positive than not, because you're getting out of nostalgia, and like maybe you're finally getting over the past, whatever that could be about. But like, just be careful not to be too resentful right now, and really try to be open in your communication, especially if it's regarding finances and another person. I would let your person or people know about what's going on in your financial life. Try not to be too secretive about that right now, but once again, that's not going to resonate for everybody. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Gemini. It was so nice. Thank you for being here today. If any of these messages resonated with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It would definitely help my channel grow. And I will see you in your next reading. Bye bye.